4 Dutch crew members aboard the Netherlands-flagged dredger Vox Maxima have pleaded guilty to failing to discharge their duties properly, leading to Singapore's worst oil spill in a decade. The collision, which occurred at Pasir Panjang Terminal in June 2024, caused severe damage to the Singapore-flagged bunker vessel Marine Honor and resulted in extensive environmental contamination. On 12 March, Richard Auerhand, Martin Hans Sink, Eric Papers, and Marian Haidema admitted to one charge each under the Merchant Shipping Act 1995. The oil spill spread to major coastal areas, including East Coast Park, Labrador Nature Reserve, Sentosa, the Southern Islands, and even the Johor coastline in Kota Tinggi, Malaysia. Deputy Public Prosecutor Regina Lim told the court that clean-up operations lasted more than 2 months, and the full extent of the damage to the coastal and marine environment is still being assessed. She also revealed that Marine Honor remains under repair, with the estimated cost of restoration exceeding 6.6 million Singapore dollars. During the collision, Auerhand was serving as Vox Maxima's master, while Sink was the vessel's chief officer in charge of navigation. Papers, a second engineer, and Haidema, a third engineer, were responsible for overseeing the engineering watch. DPP Lim explained that on the morning of 14 June 2024, a circuit breaker on Vox Maxima's high-voltage switchboards was opened to allow maintenance work on the starboard side of the vessel. This breaker controlled the flow of electrical power from the main generator to the step-down transformer, supplying power to several crucial low-voltage systems. However, after maintenance was completed, the circuit breaker remained open, cutting off electrical power to equipment connected to the low-voltage switchboards. Before taking over their shift at noon, Papers and Haidema failed to check the status of the circuit breakers, despite regulations requiring engineers to verify the operational condition of main and auxiliary systems. Later that afternoon, Vox Maxima was preparing to depart from the western anchorage to ST Engineering Marine's Tours shipyard. Papers and Haidema stopped the auxiliary generator and started the main generators, consisting of a starboard generator and another on the port side. However, with the starboard circuit breakers still open, the electrical load was entirely dependent on the port side generator. As the vessel proceeded towards the shipyard, 2 hydraulic pumps, drawing power from the low-voltage switchboards, were activated. This increased the electrical load on the circuit breaker on the port side, which subsequently tripped due to overload. The resulting power failure led to a complete loss of electrical supply for all low-voltage equipment, including the rudders and controllable pitch propellers, effectively causing the vessel to lose steering and propulsion control. Auerhand and Sink, responsible for emergency responses, failed to engage the emergency steering system. As a result, Vox Maxima veered off course and headed towards the nearby ship Superhero. The Superhero, which had 21 crew members on board, managed to alter its speed and direction in time to avoid a collision. However, a minute later, Vox Maxima collided with the starboard side of Marine Honor, causing severe structural damage. The bunker vessel suffered damage to at least 6 water ballast tanks, 10 cargo oil tanks, and its slop port tank, resulting in the massive oil spill. The prosecution is seeking fines ranging from 20,000 Singapore dollars to 30,000 Singapore dollars for Auerhand and Sink, and higher penalties of 40,000 Singapore dollars to 50,000 Singapore dollars for Papers and Haidema. Under the Merchant Shipping Act, each of the 4 men could face a maximum fine of 50,000 Singapore dollars, up to 2 years in jail or both. The 4 crew members are scheduled to be sentenced on 2 April. The Vox Maxima collided with the stationary Marine Honor at Pasir Panjang Terminal in June 2024, causing a 400-ton fuel spill. The accident, triggered by a sudden loss of engine and steering control, led to oil washing up on Sentosa, East Coast Park, and Labrador Nature Reserve. Cleanup efforts took 2 months and involved 800 personnel and over 2,300 volunteers.